Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. Today we are doing the level 30 quest to unlock White Mage, Seer Folly. Isumiyan has a task for a skilled adventurer. I'm glad you have come. I have a task of a most urgent and confidential nature, and I can think of none other to whom I can entrust it. You are doubtless familiar with the Seedseers, yes? Connie Senna, Elder Seedseer, leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, and guardian of our fair nation, clearly needs no introduction. But know you also of her siblings? The two young Padgels, Sister Reo Senna and brother Arun Senna, make for Evershade as we speak, where they will perform a ritual of great import. Verily, such import that it would be no overstatement to say that the very fate of Gridania hangs in the balance. As you will know, we dwell in this forest by the good graces of the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood, and most of all, the great one who dwells within the guardian tree. Yet our ceaseless warring and ill treatment of the trees that sheltered us have aroused the great one's ire, and it is only by quieting the ritual of which I spoke that he may be placated. Thus did the two Seedseers set out for Evershade, with nary a guard to accompany them. Therein lies the rub, and the nature of the favor I ask of you. By no means would I question the powers of the Seedseers, but with the Great One's anger mounting, the Twelveswood becomes a threatening domain for even the most puissant of Conjurers. Pray hasten to Evershade and see that no harm befalls the two. We'll see what we can do on that. I make no guarantees, but we'll certainly go take a look and see. Oh, that is the glow of an instance. This may suck. Curses, how can we hope to make it to the guardian tree with those ghastly creatures bursting forth like rampant weeds? If I'd known what we were in for, I'd have brought along a wood whaler or two. In fact, I dare say we should return and do exactly that. Oh, do not be such a coward, sister. We are Seedseers. These overgrown vermin are no match for us. Bold words, brother, but were they true words, we would have dispatched our enemies and arrived safely at our destination bells ago. The Conjurer, are you? Brother Isumi, ever the warrior for once, however. His solicitude is most welcome. Might you help us dispose of these fell creatures? Have you no pride, sister? A Seedseer does not beg the aid of some common adventurer. Enough, brother. We have a duty to perform. Duty that takes precedence over your silly notions of pride. Now, enough talk. Let us see to these pests. Never mind. There we go. That crystal, do my eyes deceive me, or does this adventure inherit the legacy of a Tawa cant? It was none other than Atawa himself who last performed the quieting. No, I do not believe that this adventure's arrival was mere coincidence. Bearer of the Soul Crystal, inheritor of arcane knowledge long since forbidden to those not of our kind. I know not why, but it is you he chose, but I believe our great forefather has led you to us today. Ancient tradition dictates that the quieting be performed by 3 paduls. But I must speak. The ritual is to be performed by 3 White Mages. If Master Atawa truly has chosen this adventurer as his successor... You speak madness, sister. Surely you have not forgotten that Pajali tradition strictly forbids sharing the teachings with those not of our kind. The power of white magic is far too great to risk it falling into the wrong hands. And so you would uphold tradition merely for tradition's sake? Even at the risk of incurring the Great One's wrath and bringing disaster upon our forest home? Have you so little faith in our own abilities, sister? We are Seedseers, more than capable of slaying any beast in our way and carrying out the ritual on our own. This petty bickering is getting us nowhere. Adventurer, I'm sorry to trouble you with our silly sibling squabbles. If you have the time, I would speak with you further, but not here. Come to Camp Tranquil and come quickly. Time is of the essence. It's actually a pretty cool looking chocobo armor. Allegan Barding. I don't think I've ever seen Allegan Barding. I'll try and see where I can get that. 'Cause that just looks cool as shit. Thank you for coming, adventurer. Forgive my brother's rudeness. He cannot help that he was born with the head of solid stone. Anyways, I do not believe we have seen properly introduced. I am Rayo Sinna, as Padril, as you can see, and sister of the elder Seedseer. Your illusion, yes. Brother Isuma has spoken of you, and most highly at that. As you no doubt have heard, my brother Harun and I were en route to the Guardian Tree. There, the Great One by whose grace we dwell here resides. The jealous of guardians when at peace, a destructive force that knows no bounds when angered. As Great One goes, so goes our fate. The creatures you helped us dispatch, doubtless they too were roused to hostility by the Great One in his anger. You need only look around you to see. The forest grows more and more threatening with each passing hour. So it is that we traveled here to quell the Great One's fury, to perform the quieting. In days of old, the ritual was without fail performed by 3 White Mages. With our elder sister occupied with her many duties, my brother and I thought to attempt it on our own. Harun was quite confident, but I had my doubts. It was then that you arrived, and shortly thereafter became one of the chosen few to be gifted with the White Mage's soul crystal. 'Tis no small honor that gem marks you as an inheritor of the magic of our ancestors. My brother's pride may blind him, but the signs are clear as day to me. You are not Pajali, but Ottawa Kant, meant for you to be here today, to perform the ritual with us. Ottawa Kant is known to all as one of the greatest mages in our history, but even more so, he was known for being something of an eccentric. In defiance of tradition, he bid farewell to his forest home, wandering the realm and healing the wounds of the land and its people wheresoever he went. A most admirable cause, yes, but alas, Ottawa was never to return. He perished in a far-off land, and having taken no apprentices, his legendary powers were lost to us for eternity. Or so I believed, until I met you. And yet, for all his stubbornness, there is some truth in my brother's words. Ancient law forbids us from sharing the teachings of white magic outside of our own kind. There are reasons for this, which I would share with you when the time is right. There are many who would not approve of this arrangement. Still, I am convinced that it is Ottawa's will that we bring you into the fold, and so I welcome you. I can feel the Great One's fury welling up even now. Time is short, and yet, while we may have been chosen by Ottawa, I fear your journey as a white mage has just begun. Return to me when you have further honed your skills, and we shall proceed with your training. And so there we go. We unlocked White Mage. Thank you for joining us here today for this little video here on YouTube. Hopefully we'll see you again either for another video on YouTube or maybe one of our mini streams over on Twitch. Till then, though, have a wonderful rest of your day.